We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams.
I'm live. I told them boys go get that. I'm streaming.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Who you got at running back? Kenneth Walker, ain't it? No. Breece Hall.
They'll start on the ground. Hall fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Rodgers going to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the league's officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they, too, were 12-0. Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been... so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that.
What are you talking about, Mark?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You're right.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Yes.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's out wide here for Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Rams sit 8-4 now in the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers, and a dump off here to Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
I don't know what to say. That's all you got to say?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6.
That's all you know how to say? I don't know what to say.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
What's crazy about it?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense
Oh, right,
at
right.
the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers
Just
together.
because you did all that
Say,
don't
all
mean
right, guys,
shit.
we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
Bruh,
The ball in the hands
how many times I got to
of
stop in the
X, Y,
backfield?
and Z, and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute.
How many stops do
Go
I
to
have in the backfield right now, Mark?
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers.
No, I do not. I got more than one.
Brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When this game ends, look at tackles for loss.
They'll run with Hall.
That's another one.
He's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
My defense
That's
ass.
what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up
That's what you just said?
the top 5 in the NFL.
You said my
It's all
defense
mindset.
ass?
And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
2.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. he's taken down, trying to do a little too much.
What's that, another tackle for loss?
And it results in a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers forced out to his left.
Fuck, nigga.
Pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
About time.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down.
What the fuck?
Back to Beckham here, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here.
And he'll
of
get
course.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
What's wrong with that? It's a free point.
Extra point by
You mad I got a free point, Mark?
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
You say I'm not? Oh, you say I'm trash?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting.
Hot garbage.
The kick is away.
Scores. I scored 2 already.
Got signaled for and
I already
taken
scored
successfully.
2. I scored 2. I just scored twice.
The Raider
All right.
offense set to get this drive started.
I'm glad you
There's
said
still
that.
plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Tyreek Hill.
You just told me to score an offensive touchdown.
Number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford.
That's the only one I needed. I'm up. I can run 2 clock the rest of the game.
The final minute of the half.
You fucking trash. You trash, bruh. You trash. If that's the first offensive play I just ran and you getting blown out, you was fucking trash, bruh.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
You fucking ass, dog. Go score some fucking points. You worse than Chad, dog. I could go get Chad right now who would tear you apart, bruh. You trash.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face,
throw that fucking ball.
to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Hit as he throws.
Dumb nigga. Dumb nigga. Dumb nigga. Dumb nigga. Dumb nigga. Dumb nigga. Let's go. Let's go. You dumb. Dumb boy. 31-7. You sorry as fuck, dog.
And the route is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that.
Dumb nigga. Go score a touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
Go score, nigga.
Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught by OBJ.
Dumb nigga.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Beckham. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find home.
Dumb nigga, call timeout. Call timeout, or you can't.
At the 44. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Allen's throw taken in by Chark. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
In motion left is Watkins. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
That's once again complete to Chark. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To the air, Allen. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team, and they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves.
Touchdown Raiders! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Snap comes at 1. That caught by Trimble. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 17, Rodgers.
And check down complete to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
The extra point by Davis is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone. Big-time return.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Escaping the pressure right.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Rodgers again now. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Rodgers to throw once more.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Rodgers now to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On play action, Allen. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Las Vegas,
the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Rams, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.